Hey, this is Craig Smith with Energy Up Solar. Today I'm going to discuss a common concern amongst people that are a little bit older when it comes to solar. So I've helped people ranging from, young homeowners at 25 years old all the way up to 86 years old, right? Big range of age that I've been able to help people. Now, that being said, most people in that 70, late 60s, 70s plus have the same common concern. I'm too old to invest in solar. Um, I might be dead before I even pay it off. Well, might be true, right? I'm not saying that that might not be the case. The thing is this, while they are alive, they will still be paying for electricity. Now, maybe you're 75 years old, right? And you don't know if you got another 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, who knows, right? You just don't know. You could get hit by a bus tomorrow too and die, but that's a whole nother story. But let's say you're 75 and you're just not sure, you're still going to pay electricity while you live in that home. So the question is, what's better for you? To pay increasing rates that you can't control, and you don't know how long you'll be paying these rates, but they don't go away, they go up. So you're paying something that you have no control over for, you don't know how long you're going to be there. Where if you had solar, it would be fixed, it would be less, so at least it gives you predictability while you're there. Let's say you're 75 and you die at 76. So a year passes, you only saved money for a year and now you're gone. What happens now? Well, the first thing I'll say is, if you have a spouse who's living there, maybe they still get to benefit for it. But maybe let's say you're already a widow, you're gone. Well, now maybe your kids get the home. Who gets the home next? Whoever gets the home next is going to sell the home, and that fixed lower rate just transfers over to the new homeowner. And despite craziness you might read online, it's not harder to sell a home because it has renewable energy or there's an agreement, no one wants it. Look, you're having someone take over a smaller fixed controlled payment that goes away. That's a bottom line. It's smaller, it's fixed and controlled, and it goes away. Now, let's go back to that 75-year-old person who, in this case, died a year after going solar, so they didn't get much of a benefit. I mean, look, so they didn't get to win for a long amount of time, but what if they live another 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years? You just don't know. I know they're not rooting to die next year, but they might live longer. Should they live with the assumption that they're going to die tomorrow, or should they protect themselves should they live another 20 years? What's smarter? To live like I might die tomorrow, so not care about my bills and my finances, or should I protect myself should I live another 10, 15, 20 years? I think it's smarter to protect yourself should you live that amount of time, because when you are gone, the solar is not going to be a problem for the new homeowner. It's not going to be some, task for the kids to sell the home or for someone to sell the home because it has more affordable, fixed, controlled cost of power that goes away after the last payment. So it doesn't hurt someone to go solar. It's very similar to someone who might move in a year or two, right? It's a very similar situation. And that's why a lot of the people that I've helped that are in 70s and 80s, once they understand this, they're like, you know what? It does make sense, because their thing is what if I do live longer than expected? What if I am here another 10 years? What if my bill in July that's $300 now, what if in 10 years it's $700 or $800? Because it could be. They have no control over it. And the last thing most people want on a fixed budget is increased costs. So typically the income doesn't increase when you're in your 70s or 80s. They're on a fixed income in many situations. So if their bills keep going up, the margin for error keeps getting thinner and thinner every month. So even if you're older, 70, 80, solar does make sense. You're not biting off more than you can chew, so to speak. You're not overextending yourselves. You're not taking on this debt obligation that's going to screw the next person. You're helping yourself for as long as you live. You're insuring yourself. You're protecting yourself. And new homeowner gets to benefit where you left off. You win, they win. It's a win-win. This is Craig Smith with Energy Up Solar. For more information about solar, go to energyupsolar.com. That's energyupsolar.com. We provide a lot of information for people to learn more about solar.